am live. Hi, guys. I know nobody's on here yet, but if you watch this and when it's recorded, I didn't want there to be weird silence. I've noticed a few of my videos are like that. I'm just like blowing my nose and shit. Okay. So I do want to state if you're watching this and it doesn't say live up in this corner, I'm not live. So if you ask me a question, I'm not going to respond. Okay. So I don't want you to panic if you're like, I've been asking her for weeks. If it doesn't say live, I'm not live. In other words, this is pre-recorded. So hi, Miss Myra. How you doing, lady? Okay. Oh, I'm trying to. It automatically asks people to send stars, which kind of freaks me out a little bit. You're on time. You are. Well, and I'm late today. It's like, right as you sit down to do something, it's like you realize you had 100 other things to do. So I was like, oh shit, I should do this. Oh shit. Oh hell. I went to make tea and twice I couldn't even make tea tonight. There was a bug in it one time and something else fell in it the other time. I was like, I am not supposed to have tea tonight. So, hi, Mary. Hi, Joanne. In the middle, Tanya Lynch. Hi, Fred. How are you? Arva, hi. Miss Deb, you are on time too. I think we're all technically a little late because I was late today. Monica, you're in Cabo. Hi, Miss Kathy. Cabo. Oh, Lynn Bailey, you made it. Miss Debbie, hi. Denise, hello. Myra, Susan, hello. I feel like I'm drooling. That's weird. Like, Pamela, hello. Janet, do you hear anything about my? Give me a sec. I'm still kind of getting warmed up a little bit, so give me a sec, okay? So ask that again in a sec. Just wants the hopeful. Janet, are you going to join us in the subscriber live? It will be after this. Okay, channeling a dog. Yeah, you could channel a dog. Is that a question? So you can connect with animals, absolutely. Absolutely. Kayla, hello. Remember, if you're watching this, give it a thumbs up, like it, smile, whatever it is you want to do. But that actually helps me be seen as well as the comments. The more comments Facebook algorithms are a pain in my rear. It's like you have to get the likes because you were drooling. Lynn, I got you. You're fun. Haha. Could have been, but I didn't hear one or see one. Oh, Tanya's watching through YouTube. So I post live on both. My YouTube channel is not the greatest. I don't do much with it unless I'm doing this. I started kind of making videos and posting them on there, but then I kind of fell by the wayside. I need somebody who's technologically savvy and has time. My brain is like squirrel, like today I noticed I was like, oh, I have to clean my horse's hay bag. And then I need to take this down. And, I need to do this. And, I got to finish that. And I literally did 4 things and didn't complete a single thing. Then I came inside and finished chores. And I probably didn't finish those either. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Is it, that's an interesting spelling. Is it Elson or Allison Fleming? Welcome. Kimberly, I finally applied for the job. Okay, so people want to dig in. So let's just ask for the highest and greatest good, always to do no harm, and see what kind of messages we can get, what information we can receive for people tonight. Again, always asking to do no harm, information that will guide us on our path and on our journey. I will start off by saying for the collective, there feels like a really intense sense of enjoyment. It's like, you're going to have fun, damn it, is kind of the feeling that I got from this. It's like, absolutely make sure that you are doing things that you enjoy. Because if you're not, you're basically what they just said, oh shit, hell, is like you're wasting your time on earth and don't do that. So we get stuck in our daily grind. It's funny, I almost did a bump and grind, and I'm like, that is not what that is. God. Oh, hell. But we can get stuck in our daily grind. And well, we are fed the bullshit that that's part of, that's why we're here. It's not why we're here. We're here to experience, and we're here for our soul's expansion. My guides just did this, and they were just like, expansion of those chakras. Oh, that's interesting. So they pulled me right to that heart chakra, and they pull it out like this. And you expand that chakra by sending love, not by closing it off. Okay. I will tell you that Libra energy kept coming in. It's like there was this sense of maybe some of you are feeling more balanced than you felt in a while, which is interesting because I think we have like a whole bunch of planets in retrograde. I'm not an astrologer, but I do try to follow that stuff a little bit. So I do know we have some in retrograde. I do know that there are several that are going direct, and that's going to alleviate a lot of pressure for many of us. So I don't know if something is going direct in Cancer, but I do get a reference to Cancer being one of the signs we want to watch for. Energetic shifts coming too. I just heard in my head the whole freaking planet's in retrograde. Like everything just feels like it's kind of back, it's going backwards, but it's up. It may seem that way, but it's absolutely not. More dynamics. A lot of you are going to feel this as pressure, and you may even feel it against, like a heaviness on your chest or on your body. A lot of you are also feeling more tired lately, and that tiredness is coming from this. I just heard atmospheric conditioning. So all the stuff that's going on around us, these energy shifts that are coming in. So higher awareness is activated, is what they're saying. So the beautiful thing about that higher awareness being activated is it's waking us up. It's waking more and more people up. We can no longer afford to be asleep and be in that state of ignorance. And I don't mean that as a rude way, but to me, ignorance is just that state of not knowing, and not knowing that you know that you don't know, kind of a thing, like being totally unaware. Spent most of my life there, so I'm just saying. Yeah, I just keep getting this. Take this time to talk to the collective, take this time to talk about the collective, and that we are all connected. We are all connected. And sometimes we don't feel like it, and we think that we're just single individuals, but we're all connected. And what one person feels, more of us feel. Have you ever watched a television show where you see somebody get hurt? Maybe they trip and they fall and they land on their elbow, and you get this ting there, you get a ting in your stomach or your solar plexus. That's that connection that you're feeling. That's why you get that, because we're literally connected in our cells. I know, that's crazy stuff. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can't answer some questions. Okay. Did anybody have any questions about anything that I said? Oh, lots of questions. Okay. So for those of you who came on and I missed you, hello. Carmen, I don't know what I said, but she's like, that's the life of being a woman. Okay. Hi, Kelsey. Welcome. Never had a reading. Well, Kelsey. Well, we'll see if we can get some information for you. Hi, Sherry. Kathy, can you tell me how my cat Lily is feeling? She's not the one in the picture. In what picture? In what picture, honey? Your profile? Oh, yep, in your profile. There, I see you. I do get pulled to the solar plexus for her. Is she having issues with her timing, Kathy? Kelsey, Tank, and Eva. So I'm assuming that's animals. Okay. Kayla, anything for my future? I do want to tell you to stand your ground. You're adorable. Best smile ever. Stand your ground. August feels like it would have been a significant month for you, and I also get some changes, and I want to tell you to kind of ride the wave. Okay. Oh, I receive it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nikia. I receive it. Sandra Alcala, I am not sure what this means, but I hear down 5. Down 5. That's almost like if you're watching football and they're down to the 5. Yeah, I don't even know what that is because I watch football sometimes, but I'm not huge. But down 5. Tell her to take another turn. So something that you were trying and maybe you felt like you didn't do the greatest at it, but it feels like take another turn. Okay. Mary Beth, good evening. Amy, hello. Kylie, okay, lady question. I love lady questions. I have been seeing bats everywhere. Okay, what does that signify? I have been having some issues, so I don't know if it is a sign towards that. I would almost guarantee you it's a sign towards that. So animals, no matter what kind of animal it is, will come into your life to give you symbols, to give you a message. Like I have been seeing those little beetle bugs. I leave my boots out on the front on my front porch because I wear muck boots. I live in the country and I've had beetles in them twice now in the last couple of days. What the hell? So those are symbolic. That's a message. So what I'm going to do is grab a website for you really quick so you can see where to look this up. So, and think a little bit whenever you see animals, think about what the animal is and what it does. And it's funny because I literally just heard, well, like vampire bats. No, that's not what that is. So I don't know who up here thought that, but that's hysterical. Okay. I just heard I did. So when bat flies in as a spirit animal, it's time to prepare for major changes. And it says bat as a totem belongs to those with acute powers of perception. We're going to just go see what the message is. And I will share this link for you, Kylie. I can't share it. I can't respond to you, so I just have to post it below. So you'll have to scroll. I also will tell you, Kylie, that there's a masculine with you. So that could be like a dad or a grandfather. But this gentleman kind of comes in support of the bat. That sounds really bizarre. And I know that. But it's almost like that energy is sending the bat as a reference for you. Very much so. I just hear very much so. Sorry, it's taking so long. That spirit messenger. I also hear comes and goes for you. So in order to transform the situation, you must talk about your feelings. Tell a friend how you feel is what that says. Okay, my dear, so I'm going to post this for you. So this is for Kylie Ray. And you can click that link, honey, and go check that out. Okay, let's take her off here. Michelle Gilbreth, anything for me today? I'm actually going to give you a number, and the number I want to give you is 17. That's really interesting. That number comes up a lot. It's a fairly spiritual number. So 17 is associated with change, progress, self-discipline, understanding, compassion, and wisdom. Okay, and it says it is a good balance of independence, introspection, and efficiency. It is a business number, preferably independent business. So maybe you're going to be sneaking out on your own or going out on your own for your business for work, doing something by yourself, creating something new. And it's a major position of numerology, blah, la, 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 la. So basically what I just typed in was numerology, 17 numerology. So what I do for those of you who are new here, if my guides sometimes choose to give messages via animals, literally, or via numbers, or they will just tell me what to say too. So I get it in all ways, but I do not discount any of it because I know they know what they're doing. And I also think sometimes it's fun for people to go look that up for themselves as well. So the numerology, when they give me a number, I look that up. And then when they give me an animal, we can go look that up too. I'm going to copy this for the 17. And so who is that from? Michelle. You can go look this up when you have time. Yeah, and Kathy can't sleep at night. And I think that's in response to what I was saying earlier, kind of draining our energy. So when we feel that drain, be kind to yourself, but it's also really important when you do feel drained like that to make sure you're drinking plenty of water and eating as healthy as possible and moving. I don't care what kind of movement you do, but you need to move. Exercise, get that energy flowing a little bit. Hi, Hillary. Hi. Kelsey, I feel like I got a message for you, but I'm not. But if I didn't, post below and but I feel like I shared something and I could be wrong. Okay. And I'll scroll down. I think I'm a few minutes behind. I am many minutes behind. I will also tell you guys that sometimes I try to go back through this and share if I feel something for you the next day. Like I know I have sessions all day tomorrow and Friday, but sometimes when I have a little bit of time, I'll go back through. And if I do, I'll try to comment, or sometimes I can tag people, sometimes I can't, but just keep an eye out for a tag. Okay. Kathy, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, I'm going to scroll down. Okay. Kelsey, okay, so I'm thinking that I did not connect with Kelsey because she's consistent. Bless your heart. Oh, you're adorable. I kind of get the sense of something that you need to walk away from. So either you're just getting ready to, or you just did. But there's a reference to walk away, and then they pull me right to my stomach, which is my solar plexus. So just above your belly button is your power center. And that's your energy, your vitality, your desire. So this walking away would have to do with you taking your power back. So maybe not letting somebody take control of you, or and I'm not saying somebody's is controlling you, but sometimes we give them our power and we don't speak our mind and we try to keep the peace. So we're just, but I feel like there's going to be some big energy around this for you. So when you find this happening, if you haven't already, if you feel like you're going into that, trust this process and let yourself grow through it. Do not hold yourself back from it. Sometimes people will, throw shade at us like, oh, you just walk away. So, you can, yes, I do, because I don't need this. Okay. And I'm not saying we always have to walk away, because there are going to be times where we have to stand our ground. And in fact, I think I just told somebody that today, stand your ground. But there's also going to be times where we're like, you know what? I'm going to leave that there and I'm going to go over here. Okay. Let me know if that resonates. It's okay if it doesn't. Just make note of it, please. Okay. We got a lot of dog questions today. Okay. So Mary Beth, I've got a lot of Marys in here this evening. My dog has been waking up every morning at 1:30 barking, but soft barking for hours. And yet, well, I would say that you may have a visitor. I will tell you, I want to go to a grandmother for you. Does that make any sense? Do you have a grandmother who may have passed within the last year or two? And would you understand the R like Rose? So that's from Mary Beth. So I'll scroll down to see if she has had a chance to, or she has a chance to comment. Kenya. I get a reference to a birth month, and I also get a reference to sudden changes, and then they pull me to the month of March for you. So it feels like March would have been in the past, so pay attention to March. I do want to tell you morning. It feels like get up in the morning, start your day, get yourself on the right. So either you're somebody who's doing that or you're somebody who needs to do that, one or the other. But I kind of get this, get up, get your day started, get things going. I do feel like you may feel like time is doing something weird because they just pulled me to my watch and kind of I want to tap it like either time is you're missing time, time is like flying for you, but there's something with time for you. Okay. Jessica Ann, she says I've been stuck lately, and I feel like for you being stuck is more of what the hell? I just heard preposition. I don't know what that means. I mean, I think I know what a preposition is. But it almost feels more of a sense of being planted. So when we feel stuck, it's usually there's things going on under the surface for us that are taking place, things happening. Okay, like when we're in winter time and it's all quiet, but things are happening. So enjoy your time off is basically where I want to go with that for you. Do you feel, I just heard like quicksand, like do you feel like you just can't move at all? Does that make any sense to you? Miss Myra, I hear 2 more months. 2 more months. But it feels like don't give up. And then I want to go to the bank. So I don't know if it's a bank job, but I want to go to a bank. Okay. Okay. I'm skipping around, guys, so don't be offended. Like I said, trying to go where I feel pulled. Yeah. A lot of big energy coming in for a lot of this right now. A lot of stress for sure. A lot of wanting guidance and Krista, never quit. I don't know if that's your actual name, but that is like a cool name and that is powerful. Never quit, baby. Never quit. Okay. I do kind of get the sense of staying in your lane. It almost, I don't know if you feel like you're trying to help somebody and they're just not accepting of your guidance or what you can offer them. But I want to pull back and say they have their own issues, so let them deal with it. You can't fix it for somebody. Does that make any sense to you? And then I want to see a cross around you. So I don't know if that's Catholicism or religion, but I want to put a cross around you. That feels pretty loving to me, though. Okay. Kelsey says it resonates. Awesome. Sarah, I hear take the chance and take the opportunity. And then I hear movement is good for you. Would you understand that, Sarah Baird? Sarah Baird. You guys are so stinking cute. Arva, my dad is in spirit. I wonder if you could ask him if he really heard of Bigfoot. He told, I hear yes. And you know that I believe in Bigfoot. I believe they're interdimensional beings. I really do. I know. I hear yes, Arva. Okay. Kelsey, you are so welcome. Krista, please and thank you. Okay. And I know that I shared something with you because you have the coolest last name. Okay. Vicky Fairclough Armand. I hear total joke. So I don't know if somebody's teasing you or if that's what your thought, but I hear total joke. And then I hear tongue planted firmly in G. So do you understand that at all? Is somebody giving you a hard time right now? Tara, Oh, everybody's so stinking cute. Um, yay. We want it to be accurate. That's very beneficial for everybody involved. So, yay, I am very happy to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, so this may not be the answer you're looking for, but what I hear in my head is ultimately we're all okay. The soul is okay. And even the difficult lessons that we have end up being okay. And we humans are the ones who are labeling this is good or this is bad. Um, I know, because we just don't give me that bullshit, Melissa. Just say, oh, she's okay. And I will say she'll be okay, even through those lessons, no matter what they are, she's going to be okay. Myra, I do feel 2 more days, so I don't know. It's 2 more days was Friday, so I don't know if you're waiting for Friday, like, come on, week. But I do get 2 more days, and then I get a reference to blood. Are you doing a blood draw, or are you getting a blood test? But there is something with the blood draw, and then I hear positive. But that feels like a good thing to me. It doesn't feel like positive for something bad. It feels like it's positive. Connie Rochino, you're adorable too. Everybody's cute. Everybody's cute. Um, I want to give you the number 9. And to me, 9 is endings and beginnings. So something is closing out in your life, and it's almost like starting a new phase. Um, and then I hear getting ready to move forward, getting ready to move forward. Okay. Mary Beth, my birthday is March. My mom died in my birth. Oh, hugs to you. Hi, Miss Sean. You sweet soul. Becky Turner barks at nothing to get your attention, and I think it's because it drives you crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. So I hear there's a message in here for you, Mom. There's a message in here for you, Mom. Okay. It kind of feels like it gets connected to some energy that you've got going on too. Do you find yourself just like, feeling a little stressed at all? And if you say, nope, everything is great, then that's really interesting. But if you feel like you have some stress and it feels like your dog is kind of, I want to say the word reciprocating, but it feels like he's mimicking or duplicating that energy. Oh, my 50th high school. Holy heck. Marcy, how fun is that? I know, and I think of the 80s being just yesterday, so it's so weird for me to like, oh my hell, I'm old. Melissa Johnson, hello, sweet soul. I hear welcome him. So I feel like somebody is either coming back to you or making a return visit, but I feel welcome, but it does feel masculine to me, not feminine. Okay. Okay. Krista, never quit. So you're home. Is that what you're telling me? Is you're homeless or somebody's home? I don't remember what message I gave to you. So when you respond, if you could just respond with a tiny piece of what. Lisa, I had a Reiki session yesterday and the person doing it tasted smoke during our session. Any thoughts on that? Yes. Is there somebody who's deceased who used to smoke? Because they would be in your energy. So she may be tasting that, or if you ever smoked in your life, she may be tasting the energy of when you used to smoke. Or again, somebody who lived, and was it cigarette smoke or was it fire kind of smoke? Those are different things, obviously. So if it wasn't cigarette smoke, if it was more like a fire, then I would say, are you going to go camping? Kind of just depends on the situation. Okay. So it could be camping, could be somebody's house may be burned down, and that person is with you. But spirit will show us smoke, or we can taste things connected to spirit. We can smell things, taste it. I can't talk. We can taste things connected, and we can smell things connected to spirit and how they died. We can feel things. We can feel how they died. If you're around somebody and all of a sudden you get an intense headache, maybe it's not your headache. Maybe the person with them had a migraine or passed from an aneurysm. So you ask spirit to take that away and see how you feel afterwards. I know it's crazy. I spent 2 years in therapy because I was having that kind of stuff happen because I was experiencing all that craziness, all the things, all the things. Okay. But once you know what it is, it's beautiful because you can say, oh, that's just her grandpa. He died from an aneurysm, or oh, that's her grandmother. She passed from a heart attack. Okay. Jessica makes sense. Awesome. Sherry, speaking of dogs, our dog Joe passed home with us at 17. Oh, you are the second person today who reached out regarding a dog that just passed that was 17. And then I gave somebody else. So I would have all of you. 17 is going to be huge right now. I would look up the number 17. So whenever it comes up for multiple people, it's energy that's ushering in. So just pay attention to that number, please. Okay. So our John Doe, I just reversed that. I'm dyslexic. Our dog Joe passed it home with us at 17. We recently got a Pomsky puppy, 7 months old. Cute. She's doing all the same mannerisms Joe did. He passed February 15th. She was born February 16th. Yes, there is absolutely a possibility that she has reincarnated. That is not dumb. I am not one of the people who believe there are dumb questions. I am not. Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to put that one up there. That is not what I do. So I believe that any question is, especially if you don't know. If you don't know, ask. So I love that you did that. And so yes, our dogs can reincarnate. They can reincarnate to show us maybe their work wasn't quite done. They needed a little bit more time with us. They can also do what I call a soul hopping, where their soul can hop into an existing animal. So if you have another dog in the house, that soul can come in. Okay. It's upon an agreement, so it's not a hostile takeover by any means. One soul will step out so the other one can step in, and you'll see that their doganality, catanality, whatever that is, will shift a little bit. And you can even notice their eyes may shift a little bit for you. And their traits are doganality. I say personality, but it's not really personality because they're not a person. They're a dog or a cat or whatever other animal. They'll start to shift a little bit in how they react and their responses back to whatever animal that was. So I love that for you. Hi, Tamika. Okay. Krista, I feel like I answered the questions for you. Did I not? I'm so sorry. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Miss Shannon. I want to give you the number 34. Shannon Glessner Bits. I also get a reference to forgetting to say something. I hear you forgot to tell him. You forgot to tell him. I also hear make sure you're taking care of yourself. Kind of feel this overwhelming, kind of run down feeling. Not that you look run down, but just this feeling of it's like putting everything on a tray and setting it aside and giving yourself a reprieve. Janelle, I would say that that's why that kitty is visiting you. Animals are very intuitive and very intelligent, and they have a little bit more idea of their story than most humans do, believe it or not. So that's why, and I feel like that's why that cat's coming to you. Okay. So it's kind of maybe your job. Always make sure, though, that you have whoever currently has the cat, make sure you check with them. Obviously, I just feel like I know you know that, but I just feel like I need to say it out loud. Oh, honey, I just feel so lost and Don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I do feel like your little transducer, it almost feels like, lightning rods, how they attract all of the energy, so that the house doesn't get electrocuted, that it goes right into the earth. So I'm from the Midwest, and where I grew up, we have lightning rods on our houses to send that energy down into the earth. So I don't think we don't have them out here in Washington, so I don't know if other places do. But it feels like I hear level up. So you're obviously going through an ascension, an awakening process, if you will. Are you finding that you can't eat some foods? Does that make any sense? All of a sudden I want to go like something with the mouth or with the cheeks, but it feels like there may be like just everything is triggering you or causing problems. If this doesn't make sense, it's okay. Just let me know. But it feels like some sort of an awakening for you. And yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel, but you keep getting up every day and you keep pushing forward. That's how you find the light. Okay. Music is really good for raising your vibration too when you're feeling stuck in that dense, lower vibration. So for all of us right now, any time you can find music, I wouldn't go into the hard head banging, angry shit that yells at you. Um, but find 80s classic or 80s, I always say butt rock or classic rock are really good. I feel like opera, solfeggio tunes are really good for raising your vibration. But any of that kind of thing, it cannot get you out of here too. Exercise is really good for getting us out of this too, out of the crap. Meditation, I say that all the time. Okay. All right, I'm going to scroll down. I think my thing just keeps going back up, so hold on. I'm trying to. So I don't know what I said to Vicky, but she said it does not. Okay, that's okay. It happens. Joanne Tenney, I get an occasional taste of smoked tobacco, but have never smoked. So that could be a loved one. Absolutely. Okay. Lots and lots of energy in here tonight. Yeah, a lot of stressed energy. So let's just take a collective breath. Everybody watching this, if you have a second, feet flat on the floor, palms up in your lap, spine straight, shoulders back, breathing in through the nose, into the belly, the solar plexus, just above the belly button. Imagine the air you breathe in goes right to the belly. Let the belly expand, the chest, and then the throat. And then exhale by pushing the belly button into the spine. And then let all air come from the mouth. Most all the comments I've read, I'm stressed, I feel stuck, there's just a lot of collective energy right now. So that's why I wanted to have everybody just take a nice deep breath. And just know that you're safe and protected at all times. And you are okay. You absolutely are. There's so much coming at each one of us right now, and that it does feel overwhelming, but you need to know that you are so safe and so loved and so protected. And what is happening in our earth right now is called ascension, and we are all moving into a higher vibration. But in order for that higher vibration to come, the lower stuff has to cleanse. So it's kind of like mucking up the effing mud. The mud's getting mopped right now. And that's why we're all feeling this sense of chaos of this lack. And I shouldn't say all, because it's affecting us all differently. Some of us are feeling more woo-woo, while others are just having a little more difficult time. But you do allow these things to move through. Okay. Give yourself a moment just to breathe and just to feel it. We humans are incredibly shallow breathers, and the breath will actually help settle you and clear you. Okay, so that you can take an opportunity to look at what's coming tomorrow. Okay, or just to be in the now, in the moment, so that all the worry of yesterday or tomorrow can clear out. Okay, present is huge for us. Being present is huge. Okay. Yeah, so stressed. Jessica, brother and sister-in-law, were in a bad accident last week, doing okay, but needing to come home from Scotland. Any messages for them? So they're in Scotland and they need to come home. I hear every moment positive. I'm sorry, I'm reading. Thank you, Miss Myra. Krista, I do have a website. It is just my name. It's actually right there, melissahenyon.com. If you want, I do readings. I do this for a living. You can schedule through my website whenever you're ready. If you click on, or well, you can't click on that, but if that in, it'll take you to my website and you'll click on schedule now. Okay. You're homeless. Oh my shit, honey. Do you understand the brown car? This is for Krista. Krista never quit. Do you understand the brown car? It's like I keep seeing like a brown. I want to say it's more like gold tan, and it looks like a car from the 70s or the early 80s. But I'm seeing that brown gold kind of color, tan color. It's actually kind of almost like the color of that. Yeah, there's a lot of whoo. Okay, so Chris is saying his ex cheated on him and cheated on, or could be a female, I don't know yet. Cheated in March, haven't been good since, just not feeling not important, tired of being let on, used. Oh, honey. That feels like more than a short reading too. Yeah. So when that kind of crap happens to us, we can shut down. And it's going to be of utmost importance for you not to shut down right now, for you to push through that energy. And I know that's easy for me to say, but when you're in that much pain and that's frustrated, it's harder to do. And I freaking get that. But it is still going to be important for you to look at it and to move forward. So, of course, it doesn't feel good when somebody does that to you. But that also stems from getting our worth from somebody else to some degree. So, what I want to have you do, if you meditate, you need to. If you don't meditate, you need to. Yeah, I hear it's just about walking away, and it just hears like a lot of chaos around that situation. And what you're experiencing too is grief. So when grief isn't just about losing a loved one. Grief can also come when we lose a relationship, when we lose a job, because now you have to find a new identity. And so you're basically having to reestablish who you are and your life. And um, and if you were living together, then you have to establish a new living facility, or they do, somebody does. So there's a whole lot of rebuilding going on, and that can be really stressful and really uncomfortable when it's in the beginning stages. So there's a whole lot of re's coming up for you. Give yourself time to move through that energy, but do not give up. This is not the time to do that. But I do hear better things on coming up for you. And it feels like that. So this is hard to say when you're in the midst of having a really difficult life situation too. But in my own experience, which is what Spirit's triggering, when we go through a really difficult time, those are huge lessons for us. And that means something good is around the corner, and it may not feel like it, but do not let yourself get bogged down is the biggest thing I can give you right now, is do not let yourself get bogged down. Okay? Hope that helps. I don't know if it did, but I hope it does. Okay, I have a subscriber group, so I do have to cut out here so I can go and do, sorry, I caught something out of the corner of my eye. So I can go connect with my subscribers. You are welcome to join that. Subscriber group is it $9.99 a month? That's at Facebook. You get us, subscribers get additional stuff, the good stuff. Well, hopefully you guys get good stuff too for free. That's my goal. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm going live. But subscribers get additional time, and they also get some other perks. So if you're interested in that, there's a tab on my business page. It's the subscriber hub. You can click there and learn more information. Okay, but I do got to get. Okay, you guys have a wonderful night, and I hope to talk to you next Wednesday. Okay.